Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making some lovely banana kebab. Through the weekend we was for a wedding in Chepston and my brother gave me a bunch of bananas, green bananas, of which I put a dozen to boil. They're not very big, they're little small. While we were at the wedding function, I've even caught the opportunity of meeting a lot of my viewers, and they came up to me and gave me a lot of words of encouragement, and it was pleasing to hear how they really enjoyed my channel. And to the Chepston viewers, a very big thank you go out to you all, and keep watching. These dozen of bananas that I've taken out from my bunch, I rinsed them and I put about a liter of water for it to boil with the peel. To the banana I'm adding a teaspoon of rough salt and allow these bananas to boil for about 15 minutes till soft. It has been 20 minutes. The banana has been boiling in the salt water. Now you can see how the skin has torn apart and it's quite soft. So I'll strain these bananas and peel them and mash them for the kebab. Here's my boiled bananas, of which Pranesh helped me to peel it. He had a method of peeling banana with the spoon. And then I have the ingredients to go is a small onions finely cut, and with the greens I have the chillies that's chopped and some mint, spring onions and dhania. And then I have a small teaspoon of ginger garlic and some whole jeera seed, of which I'm going to dry roast and grind off. And then a tablespoon of gram flour to bind my bananas together, and a quarter teaspoon of bicarb. And then when that is done, after I form the ball, I'll be rolling it into a all-purpose flour, which is 2 tablespoons. I'll give it a dash of salt and a dash of black pepper. And half a cup of oil I will use to fry out the kebab, and then even use the same oil for my chutney. Firstly, I will try to smash these bananas very mashed. You can even use a grater and grate it down. Okay, smashing. I smash my bananas to the fullest. That's the reason why it's good to overboil your bananas for it to come very soft. And now I'm going to dry fry my jeera and smash it down. Now my jeera is fried out. It's not dark in color. It's ready to be ground. Just a few steps. Okay, that's done. Nice and fine. So I drop this into the bananas. And I'm adding my tomatoes.
Onions.
ginger garlic, my bicarb, the gram flour, add in the greens and the chilies, and then I grind a little bit of salt, and pepper, black pepper, and then I'm going to use my hands to bind the banana up with these ingredients. Okay, my ingredients all are mashed up together. I'm ready to make my kebabs, and then make it into a round ball, and then we'll roll it up, not very much, just lightly in our flour, and set it out to fry. So maybe this batch will make about a dozen or 10, depend how big we are making the ball. Here's my banana kebab, of which I formed into the small ball, but it's left, I've cut a dozen out, but it's left to you how big you are making your ball into, and even the size of the banana that you buy. Sometimes you get very thin types of banana, and sometimes you get the thicker ones. Now I'm ready to fry out this kebab. I've got my pot on moderate heat. I'm going to add in my half a cup of oil to my pan and allow that to heat for a little while. Okay, I'm just going to roll this into the oil just to fry on the outside, because the banana is already boiled, and the fry is just to keep the banana ball intact in the chutney. Now I'm ready to take off my kebabs. I've been turning it round and round in the shallow oil for about 20 minutes. But if you like, you can use a little extra oil in frying your kebabs, but it's not necessary to fry out properly, because it had to cook in our chutney thoroughly. My banana kebabs are fried out, and I prepared for the cooking of the chutney. I have 1 small onions grated with a little bit of curry leaf, 2 green chillies, but you can add chilies to your taste, and 6 cloves of garlic. And then to braise, I'm going to top it up with another 1/4 cup of oil. I have 6 small jam tomatoes grated, and 2 tablespoons of puree, and 1 tablespoon of mixed masala, 1 teaspoon of salt to taste, and then I'm having 1 small teaspoon of mustard seed and half a teaspoon of hurdee to braise. Thereafter, I have a small cup of frozen peas to add on. I'm using the same pan that I fried my kebabs with, and I have a little bit of remainder oil, and I'm going to add in my 1/4 cup of oil to the same oil, and I left the stove on, so the pot is already hot. Put in my onions. Allow these onions to brown a little. My onions are done. Put in my curry leaf, my chilies, and my garlic. And together with that, I put in my mustard seed to fry. Then I put my masalas. Allow this masala to cook for a few minutes. Then I add in my tomatoes. With my tomatoes, I add in my salt to taste. Allow this to cook for a little while. I'm not going to allow this tomato to fully cook, because I'm going to put the banana kebabs to get most of the flavors into it. This is my puree, and together I'm going to add in my peas and stir it well. And then I'm going to add in, place in my banana kebab very carefully, so the peas and the rest of the tomatoes will cook together, because the gravy of the tomato has to seep into the kebab. If you like a whole lot of chutney to your kebab, you can add in more tomatoes, so it gives a whole lot of chutney. But you must remember, the whole idea is to eat the banana kebab. I'll close the pot and let it to cook for about another 15 minutes, then it's done. Now you can see my kebabs are done in the chutney. They're all blended in very well. Okay, if you're doing this for the first time, you might be very careful with your kebabs. The best thing is to deep fry it and make it more crispy, so you'll be able to handle it in your chutney. And now I'm going to garnish with my dhania and spring onions. And then I'm ready for serving out my kebab. Here you go, a lovely vegetarian dish, the banana kebab chutney served with hot roti, and it's very tasty. And I want to say a very big thank you goes out to my brother Madan, who gave me a big bunch of bananas. Thank you very much, brother, and thank you all very much, the viewers from Chipston. Thank you all very much for watching, and enjoy.